Hey everyone, it's Randy from Dreamy Bahamian. I hope everyone is having a beautiful Memorial Day Monday. Just want to thank our veterans so much and our current service people. Thank you so much for everything that you do for us in our country and to keep us safe. And the reason for my video today is to try to do Sheila's stick pin with a dangle process. And so I made one right before I came on just to make sure I wouldn't flub up too terribly much. Hope you can see that okay. I kind of put the card on the back of it so it might show up better. So what this is a stick pin, and then it has a little dangle on the top of it. And so what you need is a stick pin in order to help you hold everything together in the way that we need to glue it together. These are the best for that. Looks like a little earring bottom. And then you'll need the stick pin for the dangle so that you can add a little O-ring to the top with the loop. Did I say that right? You need a stick pin with a loop on the top. Okay. So I was just going to try and mimic the one that I already made here, so it wouldn't take me too long to pick things out for you. And so I've got this little faceted bead here for the main bead, and then I'm just going to kind of rifle through my other beads and see what we come up with. So the first thing that we want to do is just take off the little part on the bottom that holds everything together and put that aside for now. And then I'm just going to try to find a bead for the top. So here I just did a little gold bead, and let me find one of those. Just kind of rifle. That way I don't have to sift through so much, and this will go a little bit faster. So you just put that up first, closest to the loop at the top. That's a pretty bead. It's nice and faceted, so it picks up the light fairly well. And then I had one of the Rhinestone Rondelles, and I picked a smaller size. I want to say those might be 3 millimeter. I can't remember exactly what I ordered. So you want to just play with how you put everything on. Make sure you like it. So next I'm going to do some bead caps. And this is a set of bead caps that you can get on Amazon. I will link everything in the description box that I use here so that you can find them too and make some for yourself. I'm not sure if this is wide enough. I'm going to use, so using this big bead, I want to make sure. Oh yeah, that actually works okay. That bead cap is really pretty. So that bead cap will work with that bead, so I'm going to keep that and then just continue on. And I think I'm just going to use the same bead cap on the bottom. Link that on. And then what else did we use? Oh, you know what? Actually, I used the rondelle on the bottom, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's on the bottom or the top. So I think I'm going to find a little daisy maybe. A little daisy spacer. I have a shortage of these little guys. I think I need to order some more. Are they in here? Oh, yeah, there's one. I can catch it. Oh gosh. Let me just put some out here because, nope, that's a rondelle. I think I only have rose gold in the daisy spacers. Why am I not finding one? I could have sworn I saw one. Maybe they're in here. Boy, okay, I'm making a mess. Here's one. All right, so I'm not going to care that it's rose gold. It'll still be very pretty. Just picking up all the light. Is that? Yeah, there we go. Very, very pretty. I think I might turn on this other light here. Let's see if I can reach it. Let's see if that helps at all. Yeah, look how pretty that is. Okay, so that, and then I'm going to use the blue on the bottom here, just for the bottom bead. If I can find the hole. And then I always just kind of size it up and make sure that I like how that looks, and I do. And so, actually, I might not like that daisy spacer in there. Yep, I think I like that better like that. So, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide everything back just like this. But I'm going to keep my finger down here, and so holding everything on. And so while I'm doing that, I'm going to get out, I'm going to use E6000. You can use super glue. I think you can use art glitter glue. I think that's for jewelry too. Any jewelry glue that you have. And just put a tiny bit on right here. And then push up this, and I kind of twist it as I go so I can get some of that glue down in there, and it hopefully just won't blob up. I do have a blob up there, so I'm going to get my tissue and wipe off a little bit. This glue is really good, and so it will hold your beads. All right, so now that I've got that up there, I'm going to take and put a little bit more. It's coming out way much more than I like. So I'm just going to wipe a little bit of that off. And slide the rondelle up. And it's down to about right here, about right there. I'm out of focus here. Let me do that. There we go. And then push up that bead cap. And that usually goes fairly well. It doesn't glop up for that. And then I'm going to put some more glue here. And then that will hold that main bead. And that won't matter if there's a glob on there, pretty much, because just want to make sure that's secure. So no glue got down here, so I'm going to put a little bit down here. And push up this bead cap, but I'm going to push it up and pull it back so that I can get the glue right there where it needs to be. And in pulling that back, I got enough down for this little guy. And then everything is all together. And then I'm going to take this bottom piece and I'm going to put it back on. And I'm just going to push down on my table and push it all the way up. This one's a little harder than the other one. There we go. So I'm pushed it up to where it's on the end of this bead, like all the way up as much as I could, so that that glue will dry. And then when we're done, when the glue is dry, I can pull that back down. So now I'm going to do the top dangle piece, and I already have a dangle here made. I will go ahead and use that one, but I'm just going to show you how to attach that. You can see that. I might need to make sure I'm in focus a little. Okay, I think we're okay there. So I've gotten this packet of O-rings, and then I had some lobster claws in it. I'll link that down below. This is so handy so that you don't have to make your O-rings. And it was fairly cheap, which is great. So I'm just going to take the O-ring and find where it opens. Hold it on one side with my round nose pliers, and then I have some flat nose over here. and just open that up. And you always want to open your O-rings like this, like back to front. You never want to pull them out like that because you'll break them. So just pull them back enough to put, let's see if I can see, just like that. Just enough to slide the dangle in there. And since I have this one pre-made, it'll be very easy. Just slide it in like that. And then you're going to get your stick pin and slide that into the same O-ring. And I've held on to that this entire time with this right side. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to push those back together with both of my pliers. So now you can see that it's stuck together. Isn't that beautiful? I just love the sparkles on these. Love these. So Sheila usually makes these for her sweet peas, and she puts them all on her packages. And so I'm doing a custom sweet pea that I might put one of these on. So I'm gonna lay that one to the side, and we're gonna leave, let me fix this. We're gonna leave that up there for a little bit, the little bottom of the stick pin. Now, so I'll show you how to quickly make, I hope it's quickly, how to make one of the little dangles right here. If you haven't seen one of those videos, I did do just that portion in another separate video, so you can look at that as well. But I will just show you quickly how that goes. You just cut your piece of wire, and I think I've got about 2 inches, a little 2 inches, maybe a little bit over, because you need some extra to be able to make your loops. And so this one is going to be fairly small because the dangle that we want to put on top of the stick pin is not a large dangle. So I just took my round nose pliers and I made a little loop on the bottom here. You can see maybe right there. Why is that not? Just like that. I don't know why it's not picking me up. There we go. You can see it now. Okay. And so that is the bottom or the top, either way. So you just want to start building on that. Let me take us back down here. Get us in focus. And then I usually just start with a very small bead. I usually pick a gold bead because I've got gold wire. And just put that on. Just a teeny tiny, you can barely see it, as a base. And then, I don't even know, what am I going to use? This one. Let's see. Oh, maybe I'll use this one. This is a really neat bead. It's got gold on it already on the top and the bottom. So it's pretty neat. So I think I'm going to use a smaller bead cap. I want a fairly flat one though. I think I'll use this little flower one. See how cute that is? And that just sits on top just like that. And it's staying pretty small so far. So let's see what else I want to do. What other bead cap? See what this one looks like. Is that the same one? No. Oh yeah, that's pretty too. That's a little big. I think I'm going to go with the same one that I had. Actually, maybe I'll try a rondelle, a rhinestone rondelle. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, that's pretty. Are we focusing? Maybe I'll try this again. See how pretty that is? And then I just need to put a little bead at the bottom. So let me get back down here. Trying to make sure I stay in focus so you guys can see everything. And let's see, what bead do I want to put on the bottom? What do I have here? I think I want to do... I need one with a little bit of size to get into that rondelle there so that it sits nice and tight. Oh, I love that. That's really pretty. Let's get you up closer. See how pretty that is? And that's a pretty small piece. I could put a smaller one in there. Actually, I'll try that really quickly and just make sure that's not what I want to do. If I can find the hole. Oh my goodness. There it is. Well, that did, I don't know. We'll see what you think. That's not too bad, but I really, you know what? I think I'm going to leave it. I think I like that. Yeah. Usually I would put a larger one in there so that it would sit nice and tight, but that one is actually sitting pretty tight, and I want to keep this really small since it's going to be a dangle and it's going to be coming off the top. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my flat nose pliers, and then I'm going to find which way my loop is going, and I'm going to face it going that way, going vertical. And then I'm going to take my pliers and I'm going to bend that wire the same way that that bottom loop is going, just like that. And then I'm going to put those down and get my round nose pliers because these work better for me. And then I'm going to pull this straight back over and twist, just like that. This is the easiest way for me to do it, and you have to go a couple times usually to get it tight. Don't make it too awfully tight, but you'll feel when your bead is tight. And there we have her. And so what I have left is this little piece hanging off here, and then I'm just going to take my cutters and clip that right off. Then I'm going to take my flat nose, and I'm just going to push that in so it's not pokey. The very end of that. Well, this thing is so small. Okay, there we go. Oh, nope, I undid it. Okay, see. I was hoping I wasn't going to flub up too bad on this video because, you know, I've made these darn things before. Let's see. Okay, good enough. And then I like to take my flat nose and, let me get us, kind of pull out that bottom loop so it doesn't look like it's crooked, and just straighten that out a little bit. It's not perfect. And then you would just put that on top with your rings, and that is actually how you make a bead dangle. So that'll be ready for my next one that I make. And I think that's about it. I could do another square one if I could do that one really quickly. We're at 19 minutes. I think we're not doing too bad here. So So, and you can just see how quickly these go. What do I want to start out with? A gold bead at the top? No. I want to do, what do I want to do? I want to do this blue one at the top. I love blue, can y'all tell? So I'm going to do this blue round at the top. If I can get it on there. This bead might have something in this. That's weird. This bead just keeps breaking. Okay, I'm going to try a different bead. A different one of the same bead. That bead was funky. Okay, so that one went on, and then I am going to use one of those little daisy rondelles. I think I'm going to have to get some gold ones. I don't know. Have I used them all? So there's that. Are we seeing okay? There we go. Maybe. Yeah. And then I'm going to put this square bead right. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to put, I have some really thin bead caps. I'm going to put that on. That is really pretty. Let's see if you can see that. Super pretty. Okay. And then I'm going to put this square bead. You don't have to use round beads. And that's the reason I wanted to show you this square one. I had set it off to the side and forgot that I wanted to do it. But you can use the square too, and they turn out beautiful. Now I'm going to get a larger daisy, which I know I have in gold. Let's see. And then I won't need a bead cap for that on the bottom. See that? Really pretty. And then I'm just going to go back with another one of these. So let me find one of those. It's very simple once you kind of get what you like down pat. All right, so there is that one. It's complete. And then I'm just going to put my fingers down here, slide it down a little bit, slide everything down. And then I'm going to glue right here. I've got, oh, this glue's come out. Let me fix that. It comes out and dries really quick, so. Just put that on like that. Slide that up and back and twist it a bit to get that glue down the shaft, and then add a little more for this. And if you don't want to handle the glue, you can always use your pliers. I would just be careful, you know, not glue your pliers to everything. I think that bead cap is small enough. Oops. Where I can go out. Maybe I need to put this underneath so we can see. No, I think it needs a little bit. So we'll put some glue there. Push this one up. Oops, sorry. It's out of focus for a minute, out of frame. All right, and get this back. I did a little more glue there, attaching that to the bead cap so that would stay nicely. And I'm going to do a little more here for the daisy spacer. And then just pull that bead down to get the glue down the shaft and up into the bead. And so that is that one. I love those square beads. They're faceted, and they just have a tint of blue to them. Blue, kind of purple. Really pretty. It kind of picks up blue or purple, whatever you have it next to. And then I'm going to take my cap and just slide it down on there. Be patient with that when you do that, because some of these pins are sharp, first of all, and then you don't want to slide the thing out from under you and poke yourself. And you don't want to bend your stick pin. Mine is actually bent a little bit. I'm not sure why. It was like that when I started it. So now that we have the top dangle already done, I'm just going to add that. I'm kind of using the middle size. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sizes of these, which is really nice. There's small, like extra small, small, medium, large, extra large, and then jumbo. So it has a really good array of sizes in here, which is just perfect for a lot of projects. I mean, you could do these on bigger, use these on bigger projects, adding some journal jewelry to things, you know. And so I'm just going to do the same process with my pliers. Pull from back to front. Get my pin. Put it through the loop on the pin. And then put it through the loop on my dangle. Pick up my pliers. And go back. Yep, just make sure it's closed, and there we have it. Isn't that beautiful? I just love how these turn out. I'll link Sheila's stick pin tutorial below as well, so you can see her original video. And I hope you have enjoyed this, and I hope this helps you see that you can do your own, and how easy it is if you have the right tools, and you know what you like, and you don't have to fiddle with it too long. It did take me a little while to figure out the bead dangle process. I wasn't quite sure what beads to use. Once you get your sizes that you like working with, it's a whole lot easier, and so you don't have to think about it as much anymore. Then it's just kind of trial and error of trying different findings with different beads that you choose, and everything just turns out so beautiful. So again, I will link all these things that I've mentioned, even my little tools here. They have a set, nice set that isn't too expensive, that I have really enjoyed working with, and the wire. I'm not sure if they have this wire on Amazon, so if I can find something comparable to that, I'll link those. But I am an Amazon associate, so I do earn from qualifying purchases when you click on my links. It's just a teeny tiny amount, but it just lets Amazon know that I referred you. Oops. I referred you for that product. And so it just helps, you know, a little teeny tiny bit for those of us who make videos. And if you don't make videos, you may not realize how much time it takes to prepare for a video, and how many takes you have to take sometimes to do a video. And so it actually is a lot of work. So anything helps. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll spend it relaxing or doing something that you love, hopefully doing some crafting of some sort. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.